Let's get started. Yesterday in the news, uh, Boca Raton. I don't know if you caught this. They have a little park down there, and it's kind of I don't know what it is, a quarter of a mile, grass, trees, and what have you. A little park inside a city, and they had a nativity scene, a Christmas nativity scene. Mary Joseph, the baby Jesus in the straw, and all that. Whatever they had, wise men, whatever. Nice little Christmassy nativity scene. You know, kind of a feel good kind of little thing there. Okay. Now, I was raised Catholic, as I had said before, and I have Christian values. I'm not so sure I'm hip to the Catholic rules and what have you. Today, I've kind of grown, into thinking maybe a couple are a little outdated, what have you. But I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm just saying that, I got a little different thought process, and I believe there's a life after death, and hopefully there's a better life and something to look forward to and a higher being. And I have some, Christian values. Now that's nothing that I'm sure you care about, or I don't even know why I said it. My point was being the nativity scene and what have you is something that represents something good at least. Whether you believe it or not, it's a nice thing. Now, 20 feet from that nativity scene was a star, looks like a star. It's a satanic symbol with some red background. It represents Satanism and death and I guess devil worship and whatever. Because what else can a sign like that represent? Now that was about 20 feet or 50 feet or whatever away. Oh, isn't that silly? Now, some people will say, well, that's the right of expression and the First Amendment and the right of free speech and everything else. Is it really? Is it? Okay. Listen, morons. Our forefathers were geniuses. 1776. They make the Constitution and what have you. How smart were they? I do believe they're a lot smarter than the lawmakers of today. But dig this. They're writing this down with the feather. They pluck a duck and have the feather or whatever, and they dip it in ink and they would have ran out of ink if they had to put every little rule and regulation and sideline and read in between the lines in the Constitution. The Constitution would have been about 9 billion pages long, you morons. But I think our forefathers were under the impression that people were relatively intelligent, and who knows, down the road, 100, 200 years from now, like now, we'd be even more intelligent, but we're not. We're stupider. And that's unfortunate, and I'm sure they would roll over in their graves because we're stupider. Anyhow, do you think that that there would be some stipulations in mind they think would be smart enough to say, and they didn't have to put a little side note with a little asterisk saying, yeah, freedom of speech and everything, unless you're a devil worshiper, unless you like the devil and Satan and everything that represents evil? You think they had to put that in there, or do you think they just figured you'd know from common sense? Listen, morons. Listen. Are you serious? Let me give you a little analogy that you probably won't even like, for crying out loud. And it's coming to me off the top of my head, but say there's a rope in the tree, and the rope's hanging down, and there's like an 8-year-old, a mannequin, say, of an 8-year-old, like on his head, I am 8 years old, something stupid, and there's a rope around his neck, and he's choking and spitting out blood and stuff. Is that okay? Think that upset some people coming by? Mom with the stroller with the kid, a 3 or 4-year-old. What's that, mommy? Hey, wow, look at the dead kid in the tree. Is that okay? How fast do you think they take that down the mayor over there? Where they go like, what is going on? Isn't it the same thing? Doesn't it represent evil and death and Satanism and ridiculous crap? You know what I mean? I know, dumb analogy, but you know what I'm saying? You got to have a brain. Can you read in between the lines? I don't think that's what our forefathers had in mind. Anyhow. And then you got this moron, Preston Smith. And here's what I don't understand, Preston Smith. You got this moron that did this. And they got him on camera, and he's walking away. And Waters from Fox News is chasing him down with the microphone, going, "Hey, why did you put that in there?" And the guy's walking. To me, he looked like a fruit. And he's walking away, and he can't even stop and say anything because he's an idiot. And what would he say? Yeah, what would he represent? He'd have to make an ass out of himself. Now, here's the thing. It aggravated me. It really did. If I was Waters, I wouldn't be chasing him down with the microphone wanting to talk to him. I'd chase him down, Lapo, turn him around, I'd give him a crack right in the face. I'd knock him senseless. I really would. Right there in the streets of Boca. Bada bing! I don't even care if I went to jail, because this guy's a moron and needs to be taught a lesson. Seriously. Ugh, it's disgusting. Now here's the worst thing. You might say, "Oh my God, look at that violent talk and that stupidity from that guy on YouTube and look at how barbaric he is." Hey, you know what? Kiss my ass. You know why? You know what this guy is? This guy's a middle school teacher. Yeah, did you hear me? Before you judge what I said I do, he's a middle school teacher. He's teaching like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th graders. This is a guy teaching your kids, for crying out loud. Are you crazy? Who? What? Is that who you want to teach your kids? Okay. I rest my case. So you know what? Don't be moronic. And the thing is, this guy's an idiot. And why do they even what does he want, the publicity? It's disgusting. I saw that story. It's disgusting. But here's the good part. That was yesterday. And today I'm watching the news, and they say vandals, oh God, vandals, ripped the sign up or did something. It got the exposure and somebody ripped it up. I'm glad they did. And I don't care. And now, again, the far left and liberals or whoever might say, "Oh, well, you condone that, but you don't." Yeah, I condone that. Rip it up. Throw it out. It's better, yeah, take it and hit the idiot Preston Smith over the head with it. How about that? Yeah, I condone that. Because it's evil, it's satanic, it's ridiculous, it's stupid, and you're stupid if you defend that or understand that and hide behind the Constitution in order to do that. You're moronic, because that's not what our forefathers had in mind. And you know that. And if you don't, you're still stupid, and my point's proved again. So that's that. And that's what I wanted to say. And this is just one instance of ridiculousness of what's going on today. So, think what you want about that. I said what I wanted to say. I needed to vent, you know what I mean? I really needed to vent. And Preston, here's a little bit of advice. Don't come around my town, baby, and put your little stupid signs up, because I'll stick them right up your ass. You dig what I'm saying? All right. Now, I said what I said, and I meant it. And if it offended anybody, too bad.